Bearborn, yeah.
Oh, Bearborn. Is it? Do
Do
I have it? Do I have that available to me? Did you give that to me?
Yes. That I did.
Oh, where the fuck did I put that? Oh god. Oh god.
Did I hit save when I did? Yes, I did hit save.
We're good.
Is that it?
All right. So
That is.
So let's jump into a recap.
We heroically and bravely, with absolutely no repercussions, slaughtered some ogres. Definitely didn't get cursed. Yeah.
Hey, they deserved it. Come on.
There was people that. Hey, we are upstanding citizens.
Wow, nobody jumped in to agree with you there.
That's terrible. I at least am trying to be an upstanding citizen.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that so far, yeah.
So let's see, recap. Why can I get no rest in this damnable place? We found our way through the temples. Took some decent loot from a sarcophagus. Ever since then, it just seems like I can't get enough sleep. Those ogrekin or whatever they were didn't put up much of a fight until we got to the woman at the end.
Yeah, she got very shanky.
She laid a smackdown on. She laid a smackdown on us casters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because you were only people there and in melee range, whatever reason.
Yeah,
Well,
it happened.
For whatever reason.
The conversation was getting boring.
Look, she didn't want to believe her husband left her. It's her own fault.
Well, we did send him to the hereafter, so technically he did leave her.
He did.
Technically.
He left. He just left this plane of existence as well.
All right, but yeah, so that happened. You guys returned to the village while it was under attack by the evil dragon god Tiamat.
Of course.
Yes.
Rocks fall, we all die. Yep, I know the drill.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be playing a half-elf paladin warlock next game, guys.
Yeah, my backup's going to be a fairy barbarian.
A fairy. You know, that was a thing in 5th edition. No, not 5th, 4th.
A fairy barbarian? That sounds wild.
Fairy was a class.
Not very
Fairy was a
practical
race.
because heavy property.
Yo,
I want to get my hands on the old 4th edition books.
Okay, anyway, all right, let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So you return to the town from the Vergby lair, and so you were resting up, correct?
Yep.
Or at least attempting to.
At least attempting to. All right. So would you like to start at the beginning of the rest?
Let's start at the beginning of the rest.
Can I ask a question? How would everyone feel about just taking a short rest? As in, like, just like spending a night over here and keeping moving, and then maybe finishing our.
Okay, you guys can take a short rest. I will take a long rest here.
Well, let's see. Bushi's down spells, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not down health.
Right, but if you're good, being down those spell slots, right now, Aisha and I need to figure out how to get rid of this curse. So a long rest isn't going to do us any good until we do.
Honestly, I'm not even convinced you're cursed. There's a lot of shit that can go down in 3 days. That's why you can't rest. Because there wouldn't be rest.
Well, why would it, if there's a lot of shit that can go down in 3 days, why is everyone else getting arrested? That's the problem with that piece of
I
logic.
imagine like from like the very first night there would be like signs, you know,
Right.
like uneasy, like restlessness, you know what I mean, flashbacks of fucking ogres and shit, you know.
Well, so we're not metagaming this. Let's jump
Alright,
to the end of the
so, yeah.
conversation. Rin, do we feel like that this is a result of taking those items from the sarcophagus,
Well,
or do we just feel like crap?
let's go ahead and take it from very beginning. So you get back to town, and what do you guys do when you get back to the town?
Go to, what's her name? The lady we were like, yeah, if we can find proof that the mayor is dead.
Olivia.
Or something.
Yeah, Olivia. She would run for basically mayor.
Okay. So you'd be heading straight to Olivia's house after you get back from
Yep.
the cave?
I
Alright.
think probably straight to it, right?
Yeah.
Now we're getting involved in local politics, Fence is definitely going to be a little bit more wary.
Okay. So, coming out of the woods, you head straight towards Olivia's house, where your party token is. Grohl still has the chewinga with him.
Yes.
Yes.
That is something to keep in mind. All right.
Oh, I'm not really sure what the chewing gum is exactly, but I just think it's kind of a funny thing, so I'm gonna do this. So, Roll goes ahead and pulls out that chewing gum, right? Starts chewing it, right?
Okay.
No.
Time
No,
out. Time out.
okay.
Time out. Time out. Chewinga, not chewing gum,
Oh, my bad.
because it's gonna make a huge difference. It's gonna make a huge difference in what you say next.
Okay. What is chewing gum?
Even I
Chew-
didn't
Chew-
catch that one. I was like, chewing gum. All right. A chewinga is a small little forest spirit that he has living inside his skull.
Okay, so I definitely
That
don't
sounds
want
a
to.
little out of context. Okay, he has a separate skull on his belt, and it lives inside that, not his actual
Okay.
skull where his brain is. Okay.
That's not his skull, as in, not like a Siamese twin just living on his belt. You know.
In the trophy skull.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, so instead of like chewing some non-existent gum, he sounds normal. He says, "I feel so good or something." Then he starts to sound different. Oh, my friends, I appear to be having some kind of horrible thing happening to me. I feel like something has changed. Something is amiss. Perhaps do you all feel it as well?
I roll for initiative.
Shame.
Friend, why do you look unwell?
What's it? We have this and this like guy's like body, right?
You have
Parts.
what's left of his remains, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fenza is going to turn to everyone else and say, "We're literally carrying the body of the old leader of this town. We need to book it with discretion. Hey, guys."
Okay.
Why?
They might think we did it.
Because we are a bunch of weirdos with the dead body of their old mayor, and
Yeah.
we are trying to get someone to run and to prop up their election, right? Everyone described this tiefling guy as being very like power hungry and shady, you know. I don't want to jump to conclusions too fast, but I also want to wind up dead in a ditch somewhere. You feel me?
We killed ogres. They can't do shit. Well, at least
Foolproof logic right there.
You know, we're not murder hobos, but we will claim self-defense.
Yeah.
also
Have we
this is the
actually
right
murdered
thing to
hobos?
do.
I'd
No,
also
go ahead.
like to come out of here with some friends and allies rather than having to slice our way out of this town. That
Well,
would be a miserable endeavor for everyone involved.
then let's get Lady Olivia installed as the leader of this small village and capitalize on that relationship.
I agree. It's a win-win for everyone, you could say.
Yes.
Shall we then?
Yes, we shall. Yes.
All right, and you arrive outside of Olivia's front door.
Kai, do you want to handle this one?
Yes, let's see if I can roll better today.
What do you mean roll?
Yeah, so Kai leads the group up to the front steps and knocks on the door.
And shortly, about a moment later, Olivia opens the door. Oh, you're back. Please come in. Come in.
And we bring unfortunate news. It seems your fears as to the town speaker were founded. We have brought back what we could identify as him to be properly buried.
Oh dear.
No, this is a man, not a deer.
Not the best time for a joke. Do you know what happened?
It seems he was set upon by ogres. Whether or not the ogres were working for somebody else, we don't know, but it appears he was set upon by ogres.
Oh dear. This isn't good.
Well, to be perfectly precise, there was only one ogre. The rest were
Verbigs.
very big, yes.
Yes, well, they were big, they were ugly, they are now dead. Justice has been served.
Oh, so you took care of them.
Yes, we rid this threat from your village.
Well, I guess that's the one upside to all this.
But your people are going to need a leader that's going to look out for them and not their own self-interests.
Yes. I did give my word. I'll talk to everyone down at the meat hall. Get everyone together.
And not to be indelicate, but what would be the best thing to do with his remains? Our savage is currently carrying him around in a bag.
I guess you should take him to the shrine. They'll give him a proper burial.
Very well.
Probably don't put him over here, like anywhere.
And would you grant us the boon of giving us lodging for the next couple of nights while we rest up?
Oh, of course, yes. My home is open to you, yes. For what you've done, yes.
Okay, to the temple then?
To the temple.
To the temple.
May I stay back here for a little bit of time?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, you play nice.
All right, so you guys head on over to the shrine of the flaming sword.
Oh, this is nice. Very, very pretty.
Yes, it is quaint, is it not? Is there a priest of some sort there to greet us?
I will say yes. There is a. Oh, a 4. Okay, so it is a dragonborn. There is a male bronze dragonborn in robes that comes up and greets you. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Well, nice.
So, what brings you to the shrine of the god of war?
We have a delicate matter which requires your attention. We've just returned from claiming the remains of your former speaker, and it was recommended that we bring him to you for proper burial.
So, you found Kendrick's body.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, please, lay them down near the altar. Lay his remains down by the altar, and I shall handle the rest of the rites. I shall handle the rites.
Okay, Grohl, if you could be so kind, sir.
Yes, what do you need me to do, friend? Oh,
The the remains of Kendrick, the speaker. Can you take him to the altar, please?
yes. Here you go. And I take that dead ass body over to the altar. Smells ripe.
Yes, indeed. I have preparations to make.
Yeah,
If you would be so kind.
yeah. He's been dead for a few days, so he definitely smells ripe.
My nose is a lot better than yours. I can tell.
Got some of his skin just attached to my fur. It's gonna take forever to get
You
out.
don't need to go into more detail.
What other services does the shrine here offer?
Blessings and odds and ends, that kind of sort.
That is good to know. Perhaps we should be back to see you again before we move on.
Yes, if there's anything that you require.
Okay, and at this point, we are still not aware that we're cursed. Correct?
No, not yet.
Okay.
If you guys try to take, like, once you guys start to try to rest, you will notice.
Okay. So what's the time of day now?
So you left in the morning. You came back. It's not too far. About 2 hours out, 2 hours back in. Midday.
Okay. Um, Anything else that we want to accomplish, or do we want to get a good meal and try to get some rest?
I vote for that.
Yeah, I could definitely go for something to eat.
Sorry. There's a conversation that Fenzo wants to have while everyone is gone.
Oh, with Olivia. Okay, all right.
Yes.
So you're in the
Okay.
house.
Play nice. We don't want her killing us in the middle of the night. I don't want to wake up dead.
After everyone leaves, sort of like watches the outside for a little bit, and then she's gonna say, Livy, darling, could we have talk about a serious matter?
Livy.
Yes.
Olivia.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. There's one more upside to this that my friends neglected to talk about.
And what would that be?
So there was several ogres in this cave and a bear, right? They had livestock, several ogres worth of livestock, you know? Um, I'm no shepherd or anything, but that looked like enough meat to feed a village like yours for a very long time, or provide a substantial amount of dairy.
Well, I can't say we're in much of a dire need for livestock, but the extra cattle could help. Thank you.
And yeah, and what I'm thinking is, after sending some mercenaries to, avenge uh, the old town speaker, right? You maybe have a couple of guys go to this cave, right? Walk back with a train of livestock, whether you're selling it to other towns or whatever. That's a great show of, I don't know the word, prosperity, I guess you could say. You know, if you do something like that, then this town is basically yours, and obviously the prime beneficiary will be people.
Right.
I would.
So
Mhm.
what you're saying is
Make a big show of the spoils. Let it be a cause for celebration and transition.
uh-huh. I'll think about it.
I would have brought this up earlier, but the druid has been very wishy-washy about how he feels about animals.
Well, as long as he doesn't go awakening them, like in the stories, I guess we're fine. It's okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, we have some sort of a job over the next town, and so we're only going to be in town for a few days at most, I think. You are absolutely not going to have to worry about him. You could maybe like send someone to feed the animals, and do the rest after we leave town.
And it is safe there now, right? You did say you took care of it, but are you sure?
I believe so. We cut down several ogres. We were there for a solid bit of time. We burned their bodies. We took care of their pet bear. Um, we should be good. If you want, I can maybe go tomorrow night and scan the area and make sure that there's no other sorts of dangers.
Yes, that would be good. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Is there anything else that I can do for you or for the town that you know of while we're here? Some of our people were messed up pretty badly, so I have time.
If you want to take your time and rest up here before you move on, after what you did, you're more than welcome to stay.
Fenza sort of like looks off and just says, "I don't know if I'm comfortable resting out here. Have you lived here your whole life?"
Yeah, my whole family has.
I probably sound like a pansy or something, but this is an alien and frightening land, and it's hard for me to
Alien.
let my guard down.
I don't know how alien a tundra can be. Do you live so far south that there's no snow?
There's snow in the winter, yes, but I don't know. I'm from Waterdeep. I grew up on the side of a mountain, facing the water in a big city full of all kinds of people, you know. There was like there was literally so many clerics, right? That very few people got murdered, you know, because you could just take them to a temple and get them revived. Not a lot of places in Faerun where you're that lucky.
Clearly. Poor Kendrick. He was a good man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can try and live up to it, I suppose.
I will. And so, party that went to the temple, heading back to Chandra's house.
Yes.
All right. And you do so. Yeah, you arrive. You come in just as they're finishing up their conversation.
Okay. Poor Speaker Kendrick is being taken care of at the shrine. Rather odd, a copper dragon at a shrine called the Flaming Sword.
Bronze. It was bronze.
Bronze. Yes. The oddity still remains.
Oh, you're saying that in character?
Yes.
Oh, Shellstone's always been at the shrine here. Well, since I was a
Well,
little girl, at least.
I am not one to judge. I just it not being his natural element.
It wasn't always cold here. Well, as cold.
I would just think that a dragonborn serving in the shrine of the Flaming Sword would be red or gold is all.
Oh, that's what you mean. Well, you'd be surprised. And yeah, you shouldn't stereotype people.
Bigotry is the greatest enemy of all.
Yeah, well, Kai is still a little stuck on himself, so he's
So,
he's a work in progress.
All right, and so what will be the next set of actions for the group?
Would anyone be down to go in the next day or so, just go check out the cave and just make sure that no one's been rifling through it?
I will accompany you.
Okay, yeah.
I'll
Fenza,
go.
that would be
I'll
good.
go with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And Fenza is just gonna say, we probably don't want to let those animals get killed by dire wolves or whatever is out here.
Well, why don't we just bring the animals back?
Are we ready to do that? I mean, I thought that you guys wanted to rest.
Well, if we're going to go check the temple out to make sure it's safe, why don't we just bring the animals back with us?
That's a lot of animals. I mean, if you think you can do that, then be my guest, man. I don't know how to shepherd animals.
Oh, I wasn't planning on doing the work myself. I thought we
Yeah.
would. I thought we would conscript a couple of the animal handlers here in town. Bring them with us. We provide security and overwatch, and they shepherd the animals back.
That might be a good use of our time, I guess. I told Olivia about it, and she was definitely down to send a few people in a few days to bring back the animals. I think I said that she might want to just send someone to feed them for a few days first while she gets things settled. I mean, there's an election, there's people dying, that might be a little bit much for the town, also dealing with all those livestock.
Oh, look, she hired some people to help retrieve this large amount of goats to help the village. That's a great election, thing.
Not a great slogan. It won't fit on one of those, what are they called? Buttons?
Look,
They'll
she's
call her Libby the Goat Bringer.
yeah, the goat bringer.
Goat bringer.
Ooh,
There
I
we
like
go.
that title.
Haggis in every pot.
There we go.
There's your slogan.
Yeah.
Haggis in every pot.
We should be getting paid for this.
All right, so it's still midday. So would you guys like to do for the rest of the day, or would you like to try to rest finally?
Do we want to role play out getting a meal, or do we just want to do a little bit of hand waving and call it a night?
Yeah. Fenza will bless everyone's food. But if we're trying to do a long rest for a couple of days, then she's gonna spend a lot of time away from the rest of the group. she's just going to be very in her thoughts over the next few days.
All right.
Grawl is going to figure out why he sounds so weird.
Oddly enough, it's not the first time Grohl has had an identity crisis.
Oh wow, this is okay. So this is on brand for the character. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
What happened? Who? What? A moment ago, I was just a normal sounding Goliath. Now I sound like a weird middle aged human man from a city, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, if everyone's all right with it, so you guys take a night. You have dinner. I assume Ace uses the cauldron. It would be the next morning, and Asha and Ren would realize that they did not get a good night's sleep.
You mean Asha and Kai?
Asha and Kai would realize that they did
Yeah.
not get a good night's sleep.
Okay, well, thankfully Bushi healed us, so that's not.
He healed you.
I believe, and I'll let him speak for himself. But I believe at the end of our last actual play session, I believe he said he was going to heal you as well.
I had no healing performed.
I will heal if needed, but I
No,
kind of
it
want to
was-
reserve the spell slots.
It
But
was
since we are getting spell slots back, I suppose I'll heal you. Let me pull it out.
Okay, so yeah, so Kai and Asha feel like crap.
That is a healing roll.
So just in the interest of fairness, if we're not getting a decent night's sleep, are we risking levels of exhaustion?
No.
You're so kind.
Hey, I'm liking this whole survival mode. I really am. You know.
Yeah, you're not risking exhaustion. You're just not feeling well. You feel like I'm feeling right now. You're not
Ah,
exhausted, but you are tired.
excellent.
So yeah,
Okay.
day 2. What are you guys doing?
Do we want to go check out the temple? Because we can do light traveling during a period of rest, correct?
You can do light travel. Pretty much nothing that requires adventuring or combat would be fine.
yeah. So going around town is fine.
Going
So we
around
can-
town, even going out to get those animals would be light activity,
As long as we don't get into a fight.
as long as you don't get into a fight.
Yeah.
Can I do a bit of like a downtime actually? A sort of
That's what this
I
is for.
believe
Yep.
there's something for like looking for rumors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good mead like sends like a lot of mead all over the place, and they have like a fair bit of like connections, right?
Yes, good mead has a lot of mead.
Okay, so good mead seems to be doing very well right now. Fenza wants to know if any of the towns are having like a really hard time.
Let's
Could I
see
maybe-
here. Yeah. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny. That one. Okay, all right. Just reading the rumors. Okay. So, so talking to people around the town, you would have engaged in conversation with someone, and they would have told you that that there is a guy up in Targos who takes constant trips out to Kelvin Cairn almost every day. Think he's looking for someone or something.
Okay, sketchy guy in Targos. All right. Noted. Also, like, just if there are any towns that don't have like the relative plenty of like good meat, right? Like that could actually like use help like getting food and stuff.
What's that town called? That town is called Dogan's Hole. Yes. Dogan's Hole, the place that you're already on your way to. Very small, tiny settlement. They're not too. You hear that they're not too open to outsiders, but they're always in need of supplies. The same
Okay.
goes for Caer Dineval and Caer Konig.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
So do we want to go collect that livestock, or do we want to continue to rest?
I think he said that counts as light activity, so we could definitely do that.
You can do
Yeah,
both.
as long as we don't get into a fight.
Time to go sheep herding. Sheep, right?
Goats.
Goats herding.
Got some sheep.
Alright. You head back out to the cave. Get there no problem since you've been there before. The sheep are all there. They do look a little hungry. All the sheep and cattle. Also, who went, by the way?
Kai went.
Yeah, I
For the
suppose,
sheep thing? Or
I
goat
suppose
thing?
it's best they don't see me. So
It's best they don't.
Grohl, did you come with?
Yeah.
And Asha?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
and probably chilling in town for now.
so it's the barbarian and the two squishies.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys head out there. Like I said, get to the cave no problem. Cattle's looking pretty hungry. Like you get there and a sheep looks at you. Bah.
Okay, we have the animal handlers wrangle them all up, and we bring them back to town.
Oh, you brought the people from the town to do the animal wrangling.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
So you don't have to make the rolls yourself. Okay.
Yes. I'm not good at this.
I think I have a D0 in animal handling.
I have a -1.
What is the barbarian packing? Ooh.
Oh, I think that ooh's a no. Alright, yeah. So you brought about 4 or 5 townsfolk, and they shepherd the cattle back to the town. No hassle.
And then we provide security and overwatch to get them back safely.
Yep. Sorry. Thought I put that in chat already. All right, so that would have been half a day. So you would have been back midday. Would there be anyone doing anything while they were gone?
During our travels, I would have asked if anyone else was feeling like shit from our previous rest.
Yes, no matter what I do, it seems that I can't shake off this lethargy, like I didn't sleep at all last night.
I feel great, except for the weird frog in my throat that will not go away.
You must chew your food slowly, Grohl.
Oh. Starts to grab his throat. See if there's anything in there.
There are several things.
This is funny because Grohl's actually one of the more intelligent people in the group.
Oh fuck!
I think the only person that hasn't beat is Asha.
I am the party's brains. I am not our common sense, though.
He's packing a 0 in intelligence. Well, a plus 0 in intelligence. Yeah, so baseline. But yeah.
All right. So back at the town, Benza and Ace. What are you guys up
Um. So when it says the Shrine of the Flaming Sword, hi, demon hell. Thank you.
I
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm going to fix that now.
Okay.
He was transported to the Fey realms.
So the Shrine of the Flaming Sword. What deity is that a shrine to?
It is the shrine to Tempus.
Tempus. I see. Interesting. Tempus is like chaotic evil. In Faerun, right?
No.
Oh, can you give me a rundown on Tempus real fast?
Okay. Let's go to the Forgotten Realms Wikipedia.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
To the internet.
To the internet. Okay. Let's see here. Tempus is the Forehammer, the Lord of Battles, the Usurper, the Battle Lord. He is the warrior god, primarily worshipped by barbarians, fighters, half orcs, rangers, and warriors. His general alignment is neutral, and his portfolio and domain is war.
I see. Okay. All right. Benza would offer to help out this Dragonborn guy if he needs anything done around the shrine.
Oh, if that's the case, he would have various activities for you to do of a variety sort. Yes.
Yeah, okay. She would maybe just spend a day with that guy helping him out, and maybe just like asking for like advice on how to I guess like cool down after like a big battle.
Oh, well, usually you would take off the bones of some of your defeated foes and enemies. Oh, and if it was a demon, you would definitely take the demon's skull. Then head on down to a mead hall and have them use the skull as your mug. And you gotta really flex and flaunt it.
Okay. And at the end of it, Fenza would leave an offering of one of the cave bear's teeth.
Excellent. The spoils of battle.
And that's her day.
Okay. So, cattle party returns. Unless Ace has something they wanted to do.
I kind of want to see if I can find anything more on that shady tiefling guy. Everyone thinks he's shady, but it's not said if he's actually shady or not.
Okay, so what would you be doing? Asking around, following him?
Yeah, I'm gonna like try and follow him, or at least watch him inconspicuously from a rooftop.
Okay. So I will say, on this day in which you were following him, he leaves the mead hall. He walks around town. He seems to be in good relationships with a number of the loggers of the town. But then you see him uh, almost discreetly leave town.
Huh. I will like look for a bit, but not like for too long as to where he goes, like a general direction.
He would be heading north.
North.
Northeast. West. Northwest.
Hmm.
If I were to put you on the map. The map. Alright, so, zooming out.
North and northeast. There's nothing north, is there? Well,
So
there
you
is
guys
east.
are here in Goodmead. He would be heading in this direction. Wait, there's a
That's
thingy for that.
west.
That direction.
Right through the fucking forest. That man has balls. Uh, yeah, I suppose there's Bryn Shander and there's Targos and Bremen, but who cares about that?
Yeah, who cares about Bremen?
Uh, okay.
Alright, anything else?
Nah, I can't think of anything.
Alright then. Cattle party returns. And as you guys get back, I'll say Olivia meets you in the center of town. Oh, that's. I know you said there was a lot of cattle, but I wasn't imagining this much.
Well, with your permission, we would like to take a few head with us on our travels.
Oh, but of course, I mean, quite a bit of a surplus here.
I
And
like
and I'll
this fat one.
and I'll have you know, we'll be holding elections tomorrow. This to pick the new speaker, and I've threw my name into the lot.
Wonderful.
Do you know where what's his name was?
The other guy,
Yeah, the other guy.
Shandar. His name was Shandar.
Yeah. Do you know where Shander could have gone? He was going northeast yesterday. Well, it was
Northeast,
today probably.
yeah, northwest, but
Yeah,
northwest.
northwest, because on the map it looked like northwest.
Yeah, it was northwest. Um, she'll stop and think for a moment. Northwest.
He looked like he tried to avoid detection.
I mean, oh, um, there's three towns in that direction. You would hit Bryn Shander first, and then Targos, and then Bremen.
Yeah, I
But
don't think he was going to Bremen.
no, I don't think so either. Given what people say about him, he's probably heading over to speak with his friends in Targos.
So, like, who are these friends? I did hear he was shady.
Yeah,
Now
that's
he's
the word that goes around. He's not originally from Goodmead. He moved here a few years ago. And those shady friends that everyone speaks of. I presume that would be the speaker over at Targos. Yes, sorry. Bleh. Heard bad things about that man.
nothing good can ever come out of Thagos. First time I've heard of it, but sure.
Rumor has it that the speaker there has connections to Luskin.
Another place or something.
It's a place down south, near Neverwinter. Lots of crime and shady dealings in that land. And if that speaker has connections to it and Shandar has connections to him, well, one bad egg, right?
Oh. That is most shady.
It's probably nothing.
So, what do you know of the frost witch that plagues these lands?
Oh, you mean you know who?
Are we not allowed to speak her name?
Oh, no, you are. It's
Does
just superstitions. Some people think that if you say their name, they can spy on you. I mean, you can
so?
believe it if you want.
So, what do you know of her?
Uh, Not much more than anyone else. Just as far as we all can tell, showed up one day and everything got cold.
And where
Don't
did
know.
she come? Where did she come from?
Oh, who knows? I mean, gods and all.
I am not yet ready to believe that she is a god. Did she perchance come from the Fae?
The what?
The Fae.
I heard you the first time. That doesn't mean I know what it means.
Forgive me. Forgive me. The Queen of the Summer Court, the Queen of the Winter Court.
You're saying titles like I should recognize them.
It's okay.
Just gonna.
We make mead
you
here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean over to Kai. That's kind of esoteric stuff here.
Just makes my assignment that much more difficult if I can't speak their language.
You're speaking the language. You just never mind. If you want to know more about O'Reilly, then you would probably you might actually have a better chance talking to one of her devouts.
And where would we find them?
Oh, places. Frost druids will be frost druids would be my go-to. Some of the Rahid tribes, like your friend there, worship them as well.
Where do these frost druids congregate?
Out in the wild.
Hmm.
I'm sure if you travel enough, you'll bound to come across one of them.
Well, thank you for what information you were able to provide.
You're welcome. Now, if you
So,
excuse me, there's some work that needs to be done in town.
so not to get himself completely drunk, but Kai is definitely going to drink himself into a little bit of a stupor, hoping it helps him to sleep better.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything for the day before we move on to day 3?
No.
Yeah, we got like what is it, goats now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do we have like a? Do we actually bring them back to our like? Do we have like a wagon or something like that?
No.
You've been
I guess
traveling
we're-
on the back of random animals for the past few days.
Do we,
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just a horde of just random a menagerie of creatures then following us.
Yeah, we tie ropes
So-
to them and lead them on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I presume Kai is like very like vocal about how he's having a rough time, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
He's very whiny and grumbly right now.
Yeah.
He's used to living among the Fae. This is not cool.
Fenka normally sleeps at night like 8 hours, you know. But this time tonight she's actually gonna like stay up like an elf. And wait to trance and just sort of try to keep you company until you fall asleep, you know.
Right. Well, and you know, Kai does the whole trance thing as well. He's just not been able to find that Zen place to get any rest. You know.
Mm-hmm. Is Asha up as well?
Asha is up.
Yeah. I would imagine that like as we're all kind of like awake, like chilling on this woman's couch or something, right? Fenza is going to sort of giggle a little bit and say, Asha, I actually grew up with a tiefling. She looked a lot like you, except her skin was purple. She had different horns, of course, and they were like a bit more red than yours, right?
And pointy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get pointy.
And that's how I got this habit of sleeping all of the time. Um, we like dark elves, right? We don't have the same sort of like trance dreams that normal elves do, right? And it can kind of be very scary if like you don't do it a lot. And when I was a kid, I was scared of looking weird and like sitting over that girl while like she slept. We had bunk beds. And so I just didn't sleep for like 5 years straight one time, and I didn't trance for 5 years straight one time, and ever since then I've just always preferred sleep. Dreams are nice. Elves don't appreciate them.
I do not dream often.
You don't?
No, it's never been something I've experienced much. It's just typically, except for last night, where I just couldn't sleep. It's just like think of a long blink, and that's what sleep feels like for me most time.
Yeah, I feel that.
I would say like trancing for me feels like, yeah, it's like imagine like blinking, right? But like you're like struggling almost to keep your eyes open, but like the blink is just sort of happening, you know and like there's not much that you can really do to stop it. Does that make any sense?
A little, yes.
How's it for you, Kai?
When the Shadow Queen is not ripping me from my trance to interrogate me, it is a quiet and serene place. It is. I think I feel the passage of time as much as any mortal might while sleeping. But it's just a place of serenity, a place where all senses just tend to drift away, and you become one with the Shadowfell.
Is it difficult sometimes being so close to the goddess of your people? I, I've heard some humans talk of the Raven Queen like she's some sort of boogeyman.
Shadar Kai do not speak ill of the Raven Queen, but I will say she is a being of immense power. It is from such as her that gods are often rumored. Um, she is also not one to be trifled with, and not one to suffer fools lightly.
Mm. I see, and you see that like she's like visibly like that wording makes her a little bit nervous, and she sort of does like a little bit of a double take and says, "If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. Okay, I sleep very lightly. Fun fact about elves."
Thank you. But until I am ready to deliver my report, I I believe the Queen shall leave me at peace for now.
And you can't just like send a message to the Raven Queen and go to the court, or send a message to the court.
Okay, so out of character here, this is actually something Ren and I never really discussed as to how Kai exactly report because Kai actually works for a different Fae than the Shadow Queen
Yeah,
that he's supposed to report back to. So I just imagined it was like some kind of like ritual kind of thing to allow him to commune with his superiors.
Hmm.
I like that.
is it like
A little
Is-
bit of witchcraft. Yeah, I dig
Yeah.
it. Elves are weird. All right. Anything else?
no, I think so. It's just a very sleepless night.
Yes, a lot of tossing and turning, a lot of hairless cats.
A lot of hairless cats. All
Thanks,
right.
thanks for that image there, Ace. That's gonna haunt me tonight.
Oh wow,
That's an elf.
that's
Cat.
an elf.
Elf cat.
That's like
Jesus
that's like
Christ.
Dobby from Harry Potter.
Dobby.
It's a ball sack with some eyes.
Well, at any rate, hairless cats aside, so it would be the next morning, and Olivia will wake you guys up and let you guys know. Oh, we're having the elections this morning down at the mead hall. If you care to come and I guess wish me luck or something.
Good luck. Asha will get up and start getting ready for the day before going there.
Yeah, Kai's gonna drag his butt out of bed,
Yep.
whining and complaining about lack of sleep.
Yep. Fenza will bless some grain and feed it to the goats probably. Just a little bit of their rations.
All right.
She wants to treat these animals well before they're slaughtered. Yeah, she like
Suppose someone should care.
and then
All right. So, you guys head on over to the you guys are heading over to the meat hall?
Yes.
Yeah,
Excellent. So, you guys you arrive there. There's a crowd gathered around inside. You guys and so they go ahead and Olivia's there and she greets you. Oh, good. You're here. The last few people are heading in to cast their ballots now. Um I just wanted to say thank you guys. You showed up one day and you helped this town far more than you really did need to.
You're welcome.
we were honored to be able to fill that need.
Thank you. So, like, gathered. There's like I say about what's the population of this town? I forget.
Something around 100.
Yeah, about 100. I'd say there's about 30 or so people still here, still hanging around. Um, standing on ahead is I guess he's I guess we'll just call him some dude. So some dude is standing up. He's getting ready to. He's like accepting everyone's ballots and everything. Shandar and Olivia are standing next to the podium, the stage podium, and just as people are the last handful are turning in their ballots, a group of individuals enter the mead hall. They look pretty rough, like thuggish looking types. And as they enter the mead hall, they start yelling and shouting commands. All right, everybody. This is going to be a nice and easy one. We'll just be going ahead, taking all of your valuables, and then we're going to be walking out of this town. Capiche?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Kai raises his hand. I'm sorry, sir. Is this meant to be repertory theater? Because I have to tell you, I don't find your intimidation to be convincing. Perhaps you'd like to take it again from the top with perhaps a little more feeling.
And then, as you say that, they look at you, and then Shandar will step forward, and he'll be like, "No, let me handle this." He gets right up to one of their faces, and he goes ahead and says, "So you think you can come into my town, rob the good people that I live with, work with, share drinks with? I think not." And then the thug looks at him and says, "Oh yeah, and what are you gonna do about it, Pipsqueak?" And then Shandar's gonna kind of sucker punch him in the gut. What are you guys doing during this exchange?
I am.
You know,
We're inside, right?
Yeah, you're inside.
Okay. All right. Fenza is going to slowly walk over here. And as she's what's it called? And as she sort of gets in front of this woman here, she's going to throw off her cloak. Tattoos, scars, vam braces, they're all out. And she's going to draw her sword.
And as you do that, Shandar says, "No, they're mine. They've crossed the line."
yes, we have no doubt they are yours.
Look, you're one of the people supposed to be potentially leading these people. So how about you don't risk your life here? Leave it up to the professionals.
I mean, you strangers have done enough for this town already. I mean, we
I
can't.
hear that yell at the top of my lungs.
Truly, it's our pleasure because this isn't like a big deal. They don't look even like they
So,
can fucking rob themselves.
He said it again.
They don't even look like they can rob themselves if they ask.
and how are these make-believe thugs responding to this little parlay going on here?
Um, so, as you guys begin to intervene, they seem a little confused.
I am going to use the message cantrip to message the one that appears to be in charge, and using the most snide, sarcastic, cocky voice I can muster up, I'm going to say, "He didn't tell you it was going down this way, did he? It is your blood that will be spilled today."
And you're using message to send that to one of the
Yes,
thugs.
yes.
Are you keeping it open so that he can reply or no?
Yeah, sure.
What are you doing? Get out of my head.
Imagine just a cat meowing in your head.
Yes, there's
What's that cat? Why do I hear a cat?
Anyone else hear a meow?
random hairless tavern cat running around. So yeah, Kai is going to respond. You have been double crossed. He brought us here to kill you in a show of force.
Wait. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I have DC'd.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do too, huh?
I DC too.
Was it
Fuck,
everybody?
Yeah.
me too. Yeah.
All right, everybody log back in.
Okay.
I think I'm getting back in though. I don't see any problems. We should be good.
Okay, yeah.
Do you
Opening
wish
planar
to,
transfer.
do you wish to live through this?
Max didn't say anything about this.
Yes, well, Max doesn't tell you everything.
And then he'll stop for a moment, and then he'll go ahead and he'll say out loud, that's it, boys. This town ain't worth it. Maybe the next one over will be easier pickings. Let's get out of here.
Does the door that they came through, does it have a lock or a bar of some sort?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm going to use Mage Hand to close the door and bar it.
Okay, and so they turn around and I'll say you did this before. They turn around and they try to open the door, and it's like they're just like jittering the lock, and it's just like, okay. We said we'll leave.
All right. So, using message again, Kai is going to say, this is your last chance. You come clean about what brought you here and why, and you do so publicly, or you do not walk out of here alive.
And in response to that, Shandar will go ahead and say, who cares why they're here? All that matters is that we get rid of them. Isn't that right, boys? And the civilians on the side they seem to have like mixed feelings about this. Some are like enthralled and like cheering on Shandar. Others are skeptical and confused.
Mixed room.
I'll say Olivia goes ahead and she'll whisper to you, Benza, since you're right next to her. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. They're talking amongst each other. It's a stupid man thing, I think. And she's going to step forward and say, I'm not going to let you guys just run over to another town to pillage. Sure, I'll let you go, but you're gonna have to surrender your weapons.
Starts looking around. He's weighing his options.
As he's looking around, Asha's gonna use thaumaturgy to make like the lights in here flicker, and just kind of make it look like she's channeling a fair bit of magical power through her staff.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
1 second.
Oh, our first roll of the game.
Yes.
Took a while.
Intimidation, advantage.
20
Oh,
and 21.
nice.
Okay.
So he starts really looking around like fine, and he goes ahead and he takes his little hand axe and he throws it on the ground. He throws his hands up. All right, fine. Just don't want any trouble. Just doing what we're told.
With a sad face, Grawl goes ahead and goes, oh.
Did not mean to do that.
Puts the axe back up.
Next time,
the
Grawl.
others throw down their weapons too.
Kai will use Mage Hand to unlock and open the door again.
Can we go?
You go back to Max and tell him, not here, not again.
First, you'll have to unlock your device.
Apparently, oh,
Wait,
What is that?
What was that, Alexa?
the Oracle Google has spoken.
Google.
Yes, Google thaumaturgy, yes.
Google thaumaturgy. Yeah, that works.
That was actually my work. That was actually my work tablet.
Someone's intruding upon your message.
And then, as they are walking out of the door, Shandar yells to them, "And don't you ever come back here."
Ash is gonna mime the yap 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 kind of hand gesture behind his face.
What's it called? As they all start to filter out, Fenza is going to sort of shrink down a little bit and say, "I'm sorry for being so dramatic about that. That could have been much worse." And she's going to reluctantly, as she does a flourish and puts away her blade. This time she holds her hand in a very specific position so that during the flourish, the blade slices her hand and draws blood. And then she's going to sheath her blade.
Did you mean to do that? Are you okay? Looks like you botched it.
Fenza sort of like nods and smiles a little bit and just says, "I don't draw my blade unless I intend to draw blood."
That seems like a waste of blood.
That seems crazy. You okay? Do you need a wellness check?
It is wasteful. That's the point.
But, so afterwards, Shandar like dusts his hands off and says, "Well, now that that's done with, we can get on with our elections. Please, anyone who hasn't already casted a ballot, proceed to some dude." And then you see a good number of the remaining
his
people.
name?
I didn't bother to come up with one.
No, I mean to Shanda. That's in character now.
Yes, in character. And some of the the villagers, the townsfolk, they're like, "Wow, the Shandar was the first one to step up to him." Yeah, a leader like use a leader.
Does
like
anyone
that.
mention the 40 goats?
Say again?
Did anybody mention the 40 goats?
In what capacity?
Like the fact that Livy's men killed ogres and brought 40 goats in this discussion?
I would say no. In this very moment, no.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Kai gets up on stage and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have a moment before you cast your votes. I know that we are strangers among your people, and I want to thank you for your hospitality, especially to Lady Olivia, and the kindness that she has shown toward us, and the leadership that she has shown in securing the return of your former speaker, and in ensuring that those that were responsible are no longer a threat to your village. Also, through her leadership, many score head of sheep have been brought into the town to see to your prosperity, and I would like to thank her for being an example among her people."
Roll performance or persuasion, your choice.
Let's go with persuasion.
25.
Damn.
High roll tonight. Okay. So, as you give your speech, the townsfolk that have yet to vote, they started whispering among themselves. Wow, she really does look after us, doesn't she? But then there's one voice. Yeah, but she just hired people to do all that stuff. I mean, what if those bandits come back or those ogres come back? I mean, she's not gonna fight them herself. Shandar, on the other hand, he stood up to those thugs, those bandits. But that would definitely be, that latter one would definitely be the least popular opinion among the crowd now. And then you also, as the memory goes on, you notice Shandar is looking a little bit nervous.
And just because he's a little too smug to let it go, Kai looks at Shandar and smiles and says, "It is a shame, Master Shandar, when the best laid of plans come to naught."
Yeah, Olivia's pretty cool to know. You're just like, yeah, Olivia's cool.
She says it like calmly and like quietly and with like zero force of personality.
Shandar will go ahead and say, yes, Olivia, we all know and love her very much. She has really helped out the Mead Hall and has been a center for this community. But what we really need right now, especially with the untimely passing of our beloved speaker, Kendrick, is strong leadership.
So Olivia.
I mean, up until a few days ago, Olivia wasn't even willing to take the position.
I chime in. Yes, and look at how much has changed in that short time. It can only get better, right? You're making some good points for her right now.
I'm just gonna say, someone who doesn't want the position usually is the more qualified for the position.
Yeah, Shandar does seem a little too eager. And now that I think about it, bandits attacking the town hall in the middle of elections? Yeah, that sounds pretty sus.
And his hat's stupid.
Master Shandar, how would you define leadership?
Well, leadership, well, it comes from strong individuals who are intelligent and clever. And I think I'm the best one for something such as that, yes.
Well, you just put your courage on display for all to see here.
Yes. Yes, I
Perhaps
did.
under Lady Olivia's encouragement and inspiration, we are set upon a quest to rid the blight from this land, and your leadership in that endeavor would be most welcome. And I'm sure that once you've come back successful from killing the Ice Queen, I'm sure that Lady Olivia would defer to your leadership and your judgment in the town. Would you accompany us and lead us to victory?
That's
Sorry,
real.
that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. Hold on.
Sorry about that.
I've got a BS and BS.
Yes?
Wonderful, wonderful. We leave on the morrow.
Wait, what? No, I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you just agreed to come with us, unless you're
Your
a coward.
your leadership and your courage is most welcome.
I
You
mean,
can be up with me on the front lines against the terrifying, Frostmaiden herself.
The forces of darkness.
Before we
I-
get to the Frostmaiden, we do have the Ice Druids to contend with, and there is that that rumor of a red dragon at large?
So,
With
on second thought, with so many dangers, I think yeah, he's just kind of stammering now.
Give me your stupid hat. I want it.
So at this point, some dude, he's just like, okay, all right. The time for giving campaign speeches is long since over. If anyone's going to be casting a ballot, do it now, or else it won't count.
campaign speech? Did I miss the opportunity to give a speech?
Oh no.
Please, no.
That was just a passing remark from him. And Fenza is going to sort of come up via behind him and just put a hand on his shoulder and just gently lead him to a chair.
There.
Okay. And so with that, the remaining ballots are cast and counted. And then some dude gets back up on the podium. Welp, I've counted and counted twice just to make sure. And well, everyone seems that we have a new speaker in town. And he goes ahead and he starts to point towards Shandar. And then immediately moves his hand over to Olivia. Olivia is now our new speaker. Congratulations.
Start going, woo!
Yay.
Oh, you guys are too kind. Olivia steps up to the podium and is just like, well, everyone, I didn't want this, as I'm sure many of you know, and she kind of eyes you guys. But, I guess, we do need this. Kendrick, for some pretty big shoes to fill, and although I don't think I'm up to it, I'll do my best. And starting with which, Shandar, friend, he looks up. So, would you mind stepping into my new office to have a bit of a discussion about events that transpired just now? And then Shandar just goes ahead. He's like, shit. I'm in trouble. Starts a fascist takeover. So, what are you guys doing as they head into the back?
Okay, is Shandar really wearing a stupid hat?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You want to snatch it off before he walks out the door?
Well, I'm just really thinking that Grohl needs to come back next week to find out that he's wearing a new hat.
Sure.
Yes. What I want to do actually is wear it as a codpiece.
Okay, so yeah, as he walks by, Kai lifts the hat off of his head with mage hand and you know, moves it on over to Grohl.
Thank you. Now let's see if I can fashion this to my groin.
We'll stop by a seamstress, have it taken in a little bit for you.
Alright,
A little
so
bit
with-
tight.
Alright, so with that done, what are you guys doing now?
Kai is dog tired. And he just wants to get some sleep.
Ash is gonna go actually to the temple or shrine.
Okie dokie. So, anyone else?
I guess I go over to a seamstress and turn this hat into a codpiece.
Ace?
Bit tied up for the moment.
Alright, no problem.
Is Astra telling Kai that she's going over to the
Yeah,
temple?
yeah, I'm heading over to the temple if you want to come with me, Kai.
Yes, perhaps he has some elixir or draught that can help me get a good night's sleep.
So there's just like pile of weapons and like short swords and stuff.
Not even short swords, like hand axes and whatnot, clubs and hand axes.
Oh, okay. There's like no short swords.
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. Fenza
So
is gonna.
disappointed.
Fenza is going to what's it called? Sort of look around and be like, so can we take these? Are you guys gonna need these? It's okay if you need these, but
No one seems to object.
okay, all right, cool. And she's gonna get on her like hands and knees and just start like packing up all of like these like weapons.
As the last guy leaves, what a weird election.
All elections are like this. What are you talking about?
Well, welcome to America.
Democracy.
Alright, so Asha and Kai head over to the shrine temple. And the Shellstone, the Dragonborn there. Ah, welcome. How can I be of service to you? The
I'm
House of
not.
Tempus is open to those who are open-minded.
Most certainly open-minded. Actually hoping that you might know what's going on with me and my friend here. He, from what I can understand, is he can't properly enter his trance, and I just have not been able to get a restful sleep, and that's not normal for, well, myself. I don't know about you, Kai.
I normally have no problems sleeping, though the conditions are not what I'm used to. I have not been able to get a single bit of rest these last 2 nights.
We were hoping you could just, at the very least, see if it's something magical or something like that.
Sorry, I was doing something. Sure, yes, I can examine you if that's what you wish.
Thank you.
So he goes ahead, he gives you a look over, and he gives you a sniff. Something
I told
doesn't
you you
smell
should have
right
shot
about-
it.
Something doesn't smell right about you. And he walks over to you, Kai, and gives you a sniff too. You too. Wait a moment. He heads into like a side room of the temple chapel there. He comes out with a pearl, and he takes the pearl and he kind of like waves it over you. He's like, "Oh my, oh my!
What's up, Doc?
I've seemed to have turned into George Takei."
So now would be the time that you would tell us what's wrong.
It seems that you were inflicted with something malignant of the supernatural kind.
And how do we rid ourselves of this affliction?
Well, normally, all these curses would have a means of satiating them to undo the effects. But if you do not know what that would require, I could perform a small rite to rid you of this curse.
All right. Would that cost anything, and if so, how much?
Well, for the removal of a curse, it will cost you 1 Taco Bell quesalupa.
Dear God.
No one can attain that. The quest is too great.
I do believe that there is a Taco Bell in Dogan's. We can bring one back with us.
1 second. Oh no, I knocked over all my empty bottles. Why do I have so many empty bottles?
Nerd.
Fuck you. For the both of you, 100 gold apiece.
That is.
That is a bit steep. Is there perchance another way that we could offset the cost? I would not be one that would want to play on the goodwill that we may have engendered with the town. But perhaps there is a service that we could provide that would mitigate this down to, say, free.
Let's see here. A service that would be of equivalency to 100 gold. Ah, yes. How would you like to do a little bit of hunting?
What are we hunting?
I am in need of a certain thing. If you're willing to risk it.
I am, for certain.
I need 2 owlbear beaks.
2 owlbear what?
Owlbear beaks.
Owlbear beaks.
Yes.
Should be doable.
And this, my friend, is where negotiations perhaps get a bit sticky, because in order for us to be effective in claiming these owlbear beaks, we would most certainly benefit from your healing ministrations first, and then you would have to trust our word and our integrity that we would return with the owlbear beaks.
I see where you're going with this. Very well. I accept these terms, yes. I shall perform the services, and you shall retrieve me 2 owlbear beaks.
And where would we find these owlbears?
Well, out in the wilderness. There should be some nearby. They're not too hard to find. And individuals such as yourself look like you ever experienced in trekking.
We do have a savage among us who is so skilled.
Excellent.
Am I with them right now?
You want to be?
No, but if I'm not... No, yeah, I'm doing the whole Taylor thing to turn this hat into a cock base. I like to imagine when he says that line, I just sneeze.
Yeah, and whenever Kai refers to Grohl as a savage, he actually means it as a term of endearment. It's never occurred to him that it may actually be taken as an insult.
Okay.
So does our friendly neighborhood Dragonborn remove this affliction?
Yeah, he goes ahead, he grabs a scroll, and he performs the rite, and you suffer... I say suffer. You suffer the benefits of a remove curse spell.
Woohoo!
That is indeed very neighborly.
It is. We shall return with your with your agreed upon payment as soon as practical.
Yes, that would be most ideal.
Okay,
You heading out?
I think so. Yeah, Asha.
Okey-dokey.
Yep. I thank him and head out.
All right. So, rest of the group, where were we?
I was going to a tailor.
I will be back in a minute.
We're gonna wave hand at you whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I just have that cog piece now?
You have that cock piece, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, yes.
Fen is just chilling, I suppose.
Okie dokie. So, where are you guys meeting up?
We just won an election. I'm thinking there should be an after party.
That makes
Let's
sense.
do.
So, mead hall?
Yeah, meat all.
I'm gonna put meat into the cauldron or water meat mixture to see if it actually does anything, like a different stew or not.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, say again?
I believe Kai wanted to drag the group over to the meat hall for a little bit of partying.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Bushy said something about filling the magic cauldron up with mead to see if that changed the kind of stew we get.
Perhaps that would be good, yeah.
Alright,
Anyone got chili powder?
Fenza, who has let me see how many gold pieces worth of spices I have. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, Fenza is our little hospitality.
I have, I think, almost like $60 worth of spices, I believe. So yes, I probably have a little bit of chili powder.
a little bit of chili powder. Alright.
Chili powder.
Yeah. Right, Ren. That's reasonable.
That's sure.
Okay.
Chili powder.
Either it's either chili powder or like some sort of chili seasoning, you know. And yeah, she'll offer it up, and I guess I'll lower that GP value a fair bit.
Alrighty, so, yeah, you guys head back to the mead hall, have everything set up and everything. Olivia's there. There's a bit of a small celebration going on. Olivia is definitely seems reserved during all of this. Doesn't like all the attention. But she'll I guess she'll walk over and she'll thank you. Thanks again. You've done far more than I've ever asked. That's for sure.
What's it called? So Fenza probably doesn't respond.
You're welcome.
Kai just nods humbly.
I say the following while gesturing towards my crotch. Thank you for the new accoutrements. Look at it. Isn't it glorious? I removed that stupid feather. Kind of a hazard down there.
Right. Yeah. You enjoy
Her
that,
just-
friend.
Her just hyper concerned now.
Some days Grohl is just not himself. It's almost as if there's another voice inside of his head.
It's been kind of like a waking nightmare. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright.
Um,
Alright, and so with that, this will be the last day of the rest. Because you did get it cured, you do benefit from the long rest. You guys are
Hey.
back to full. Yep.
Oh, not near death.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
And so 5-minute break and owl bear hunt when we get back.
That
Excellent.
sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Quick question for everybody. What?
chat is
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear the person asking about a quick question.
Yeah, what level are we at? Because the person's got this barbarian set to level 1, but he has 35 health points, which I don't
He
think
just
is numerically possible.
might be forgetting to write the level.
Yeah, we actually
it's like an appropriate amount of HP.
Yeah, I knew a guy that always he did every update to his character sheet except for the number for the level, so it was
Yeah.
all perfectly up to date. He just forgot to change the 2 to the 3, for example.
Yeah, but to answer your question, we just picked up a level 3 at the end of our last session.
I didn't level up.
So those hit points sound about right.
Yeah, 36 for a barbarian. That's solid.
Yeah, he's got like a lot of constitution. I'm just making sure everything's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so-
don't level up at
If he's got a
all.
lot of constitution, his hit points might not be right then.
It could be because he's rolling for hit points and had a bad roll.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And even if he's just taking the average, it would still. Yeah. So 36 sounds about right. Well, that makes me feel better.
I have 23. If that makes you feel better.
No, I have 24, and if I use Armor of Agathis,
That's a lot of hit points.
that's actually going to put me on par with our fighters. So that's actually pretty good.
I once had a ranger who was like level 7 or 8 and was barely able to break 40. He died super hard.
Yeah. Kind of hard to be a front man when you're a little bit sickly.
I regret so much. Like I
It
did not have good
happens.
stats.
I once had to play a wizard who was the party tank. That was unfortunate.
At low levels, though, you can do that, right? At low levels, I had a
At level 7, when you're still doing that and you have a fighter in the party, your party has issues.
Yeah, that's a problem. But I'm seriously thinking about picking up tough at level 4. Because between tough and Armor of Agathis, I could tank.
Yeah, warlocks are pretty decent frontline combatants if they're built for that.
What's the subclass like Hexblade?
Hexblade, Pack of the Tome.
Oh yeah, you can totally. You're definitely way more. What do you call it? Like
Resilient?
stocky, durable than most.
Yeah.
Pew pew spells.
Hmm.
Belgo burr.
All right. I will be right back.
Yeah, as a full caster, you'd assume I'd be more interested in my level up, but I forgot he actually leveled up.
Alright. Well, I'm back.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It's a boy.
Yep, he's a cute little shit.
Alright, so who are we waiting for?
I don't know. It's just the three of us.
Yeah, he'll be back in a second. We're one guy short. Okay, there it is.
Hello?
Lou?
Yo.
We good?
Yes. Are we missing somebody in roll 20 proper?
Yeah, my Firefox crashed.
Oh, no problem.
It seems like the old website's kind of finicky today.
Yeah,
Yeah, she got.
it's always finicky.
I just have WoW on and I don't have enough RAM to run both Firefox and WoW.
Have you tried downloading RAM?
Have you tried NordVPN?
Have you tried Raid Shadow Legends?
I will.
Yeah, I
wait
hear it's the hit
for-
RPG.
I hear they're paying like $800 a video to like people with less than 10 subs.
Damn.
It's ridiculous.
Raid Shadow Legends, it's even better than Elden Ring.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, that makes my teeth hurt.
Oh, by the way,
I didn't play Elden Ring. Those
Eric.
things shit by default.
oh, was that Bushi?
I didn't play Elden Ring, so it's shit by default.
Shit by default. Actually,
do not
Eric, I had a
play
question.
otherwise.
Shoot.
While you're playing Elden Ring, do you have an issue of enemies disappearing? Or
That
turning
has
invisible?
happened with the
That
dragon
only
in
happened
particular.
For me. Wait, with what?
A dragon.
Enemies turning invisible.
I
Not
had it
invisible, just
also
disappearing.
only on one specific group, which was the caravan that's in Limgrave that was in all of like the like trailers and stuff, you know. Those guys, like twice when I like fought them, they all like disappeared, and it like was funny because like I think like a single guy who was invisible might not even be that difficult, but there was so many of them, so many.
It's just a busy video, and now apparently happens to a number of people, and enemies just turn invisible mid-fight.
Huh. It's a rarity for me. But anyway, back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh right, yes. And then a wild Tiamat appears.
Okay, every one of us just take a head. I'll get that white one. He looks beady.
All right.
Hold on, I can talk us out of this. It'll be fine.
I don't know.
All right. So back when the rest party's over, you guys wake up, still staying at Olivia's house. She goes ahead and she heads out first and says, heading back down to the meat hall. A lot of work to do, and even more work for myself now. Coordinating everything. Just make sure you lock the door when you leave, and don't rob me. Not that I think you would. Just trying to make. I'm going now. Would you like to inform the rest of the group of your newly acquired submission?
Yeah. I would have informed them the night before when we got back.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're all on board, which-
after they've had a little bit to drink and they're all in a good mood.
Yeah.
So, what were you saying last night?
Well, we were cursed. To get said curse removed, we had to promise to get some owlbear beaks.
Wait, so not just one owlbear beak, like several?
Two.
Two. Although I suppose if we come back with more, then, he would be grateful and perhaps
Okay.
inclined to indulge us at a later date.
Okay, you guys aren't gonna try and kill two owl birds at once, right? We could do this one after the other, right?
I planned on killing two birds with one stone.
Of course.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
could probably take that. 2v1 with owlbears? Yeah, I think I got that.
Okay. Sure.
We of course do not expect you to put forth the effort on our debt. We're just merely informing you of our intentions next. Should you wish to move on to Dogan's Hole, we certainly can meet you there.
No, I'm not gonna leave you guys. And you said that you were cursed? Like all that sleeplessness?
Yeah.
Do you think it might have been from like the tomb or something?
Possibly.
That would be our best guess, seeing as none of the rest of us were cursed.
I don't know why I didn't think about that. Right? Yeah.
I fucked up.
It could have been worse. You guys could have gotten a curse that was actually, well, worse than just a bad night's sleep. Could have had, like, some kind of horrible lacerations or pustules coming out of your face, or a horrible dumb voice that you can't turn off.
Grohl, can you please stop giving the universe ideas?
Good point.
No.
All right. So I've never hunted those before. Does anyone know where to?
Is Grawl from around these parts? Would he be good
Yes.
at this? Okay. It's not hard. You just have to find their cave or hovel and then beat the crap out of them.
Yes.
The math checks out.
That's not as easy as it sounds. Ace, I don't know too much about druid magic. Is there something you can do on that front?
I mean, I could. Are they like? I believe I have a spell that might help locate some.
Yeah, that would be very helpful. I
Nah,
knew it did.
I'm looking at owlbears. They're monstrosities, not beasts. So
Hmm.
I'm sure Grohl can lead us in the right direction, being from this region.
Yes. Do you want me to do like a survival check to get in the right direction or what?
You want to track down owl bears?
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
survival.
the snow has cleared pretty well. There's going to be a lot of tracks. Oh my god, I was going to help, but that didn't go so well, unfortunately.
Oh my bad.
What's the
Did
Uh,
did Grohl get the inspiration point for recap?
I don't think I could, buddy.
could I make my own can I make my own check?
Yeah, you can. But
Okay.
I think Ace is pretty good.
yeah, like I'm trying to rummage my mind, as to where. Like,
Not even gonna attempt this because I have a minus to this.
Yeah, go ahead, Benza.
No, it's okay. It's okay. He got it very well.
Yeah, I think we should just stop there.
Okay, Ace, you're effectively the owl bear whisperer right now. And you're able to, after roaming around the forest for only a few minutes, you almost instantly pick up on tracks, and you are able to identify them as owl bear tracks. It almost seems as though it's like you're cheating almost.
not really. No.
The entire time my character's watching this, he's just mumbling.
Like I said, I'm just trying to rummage my brain for any potential info on where I could have read about owl bears living in Icewind Dale. I am kind of an academic, after all.
Yes, you would know that there is a sort of a variant of snow owl bears that exist in the Dales. They're like regular owl bears, except white and mildly more dangerous.
So like a snowy owl and a polar bear had a child.
Yes, like a snowy owl and a polar bear had it. Yeah.
An angry love child.
Don't worry, Erebus. We'll find you a nice polar bear lady one day.
I just don't even want to think about the biology of that.
Would it be like a centaur, like half polar bear and then top bit lady, or would it be like bear top and lady bottom?
Erebus is Ash's owl, who by chance is a snowy owl.
All right. So following the tracks.
Yes.
Yep.
One
Alright,
second
so-
though.
Alright,
So
take your time.
Fenza is going to just keep a lookout during this, and use her like dark to make sure that we're in like sort of like a tundra area, right?
Yes.
And it's
a tundra forest, yeah.
all right.
Ace,
Okay.
Ace, are you playing with your balls?
I
Yeah.
just want to make sure that I'm able to see something before that something sees us. You know?
Okay, giant badger. I don't think these. Oh, a panther, a giant badger, and whatever the fuck a fort is supposed to be.
Oh, you're dumping all the balls?
I'm trying to get a proper mount out of it.
So you pulled out what's the four?
I don't remember, and my 5 fox is dead. It's dead.
Oh, okay, I got it. Magic items. bag of tricks. There's a gray bag of trips. So the 4 is a boar, the 5 is a panther, and the 6 is a giant badger. Yeah,
Any of them are large.
the giant badger, I think.
Well, it's giant, but it's a badger. Like badgers are usually small or something.
I mean, how big are you?
Medium.
Yeah, it's also a medium, so no riding it.
Yeah. Well, at least they can carry the cauldron.
They're just carrying the cauldron. Oh wow, that's a lot of animals. How many balls do you have left?
None.
Okay, that's the last 3. Okay.
No, like they're like restocking upon dawn, so I'm just dumping all of them right now.
Wait, they restock on dawn?
Yeah, they restock on dawn.
No, they don't restock. You can only use 3 until the next dawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't say if there are like any fuzzy balls.
I didn't roll for how many you had when you first got it.
Ah, I don't remember.
I think you told me there was 6 in the bag, but we can only use up to 3 at any one time.
Yeah, 3 a day. See here,
I
the
didn't
giant
know
elk.
that. Oh,
Oh yeah, this would be 6. Yeah.
well, if there's a limit, I'm not gonna throw any of them out like that. Then
Oh, okay. So no animals.
yeah, no animals.
Oh, okay.
Not at
alright.
the moment.
Alrighty. Yeah, so then continuing on, you follow the tracks and far off, not too far off into the distance actually. Let's see, how far would this be? I hate how they changed the ruler icon.
He did it
So-
just to spite you.
They
I'm
they
so
did
used to-
and didn't. I think they only changed it for corner measurements, but for the center measurements or the other way around, they're the same way. It's the same they were, I think.
I know, and it's just the icon on the sidebar. It used to be the circle, now it's an actual ruler, and always missing it now. So used to expecting the circle. Anyway, yes. So you're coming up on a small little clearing in the woods, and you see off into the distance, not too far, about 50, 75 feet ahead. You see an owl bear trying to break the ice to get a drink of water on a small pond. You may arrange yourselves in a position that you may like, in a marching order that you would have assumed. You may also something. You may also something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ominous.
Yeah, green circles
one
are
owl.
trees, brown rectangles are turned over tree trunks, there we go. And the gray thingies are rocks.
On one owlbear, I'm not gonna use enchantments.
Yeah, I'm just stretching as I very slowly get ready to walk up to this thing, waiting for everybody else to get into the position before I move any closer.
Stealthing, okay. And let's see here, what about our friend here? So we got the lowest is a 15. Good. Alright, so the owlbear doesn't notice you guys, and he continues trying to break the ice.
Okay.
Well, we got to make sure it doesn't fall through the ice. We need the parts.
We can always drag it up. It's fine.
Alright, airborne time for round 2. So, what are you guys doing?
I look left and right, and I'm waiting for like any kind of signal there once like O gave me to go forward.
Wait, what's that? Rectangular.
Oh, that's a bush.
Bush.
What the fuck? Like a hedge that's been maintained.
That is a Minecraft bush.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, I
Hey,
don't
drawing's
have,
hard. Okay.
Don't
go
have
Drawing is hard. I'm not even gonna argue with that one.
anything fun for one target, so if you got something like Maximilian's grasp, you can use that. I'm not gonna use it.
I can bring it to us.
I will, though, use spike growth on it.
Oh, hold on. I'll bring it here. Hold on. I can do this.
No. Spike growth, if it can only attack in melee, right? So if it goes to us, it gets damaged. So I'm gonna use spike growth for you.
All right. I did not mean to roll. I meant to
Yeah,
drop
at
the
it.
description.
Spike growth. Let me see how much that is. Wait, no. 20-foot radius. That's a lot of room. Ashley, you might not want to be there.
It's too late. I'm already there.
I'd hold off on the spike growth. If it's just one, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
My grasp of Hadar is a cantrip. I don't want to burn through any more spell slots than we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm a guiding bolt then.
Yeah.
Well, it's surprised.
Yeah, I'm waiting for y'all to kind of kick it off and then swing around.
All right, we ready to start this?
Oh yeah.
So how are you guys opening up?
If everyone's good, I'll open up with Grasp of Hadar, drag it a little bit closer to us and away from the ice.
Yeah. I'll wait till after you've done that and fire off a good old-fashioned firebolt.
Okay, but who's doing their thing first?
I
Mike.
will do that because I already did.
Yeah, it looks like he beat me to the punch there, so Ace got off the first shot. And mine's gonna miss anyway, so.
Well,
Okay,
that's
hold on.
another
So,
70.
what's happening first? Is it the guiding bolt?
Yeah, it's a guiding bolt.
Okay.
The
So
idea is that it gives advantage to an attack.
Okay. So the guiding bolt will hit. Roll your damage.
I did.
the
Ignore the
17.
healing points. Yeah.
Okay. So the guiding bolt will hit, dealing 17 damage. Which sparks the owlbear into a rage. I will ask you guys to roll initiative now.
Make sure to click on my token.
Yes.
Look at that fat 6.
That is
That-
very droll, I would say.
Fat
It is.
12.14.
Grohl likes letting us squishies go first so he can laugh at us and then jump in and be our savior.
Okay, so the owlbear will be surprised for the first round of combat. Ace, your turn.
I suppose I'm not
initiative-
satisfied with just one guiding bolt. Well, with just the guiding bolt, not spending all of my
Initiative.
guiding bolt.
God say you get to go again.
You can
I
do
will-
it. Pre-roll.
I will use the frigging bonus action to make magic stones and then magic stone it.
Alright, magic stones, and then what else?
That was with advantage because I did thingy.
Okay, so you're throwing a magic stone. Okay, that will miss.
That is with advantage because guiding bolt.
Oh, advantage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's advantage. Okay, yeah. 14. 14 hits.
Yes. Oh, that doesn't have. Oh, let me.
Ah, shit.
A lot of damage.
6 damage. Okay. Alrighty. Next up would be Kai. Unless you had any movement that you want to use.
Now,
So yeah, I'm just gonna use Agonizing Blast.
Nice.
Yeah, great. Okay. That is 8. Let's see here.
That is an extra
Yep,
Agonizing
right.
Blast.
Yep, 18.
And
Okay, it's not looking very good at all.
I'll just stand my ground right there next to Grohl.
Alright. Asha, your turn.
I'm gonna just step out from behind my tree and level my staff at him and cast a good old firebolt.
Okie dokie.
the poor little baby.
The 14 will hit.
Hey!
8 damage.
And then with my rest of my movement, I'm just gonna step back.
Alright. The owlbear's turn. It's going to let out a roar, but that will be all it will be doing. As
You
it
hear a
goes
mighty
to
hoot.
Penza.
You hear? Yeah, yes.
Penza?
Yeah, they're here.
Oh, okay.
I believe they're doing measurements right now.
No, that was me. Ooh.
Oh.
Was that actually him? Oh, yeah, that was.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, shoot.
No! All voice
Jim's
acting.
dead,
I'll make him sound like Kermit the Frog.
oh, he was using his phone. Okay.
Being died.
As he deals 10 damage.
Nice.
Alright. The owlbear is on its last leg.
So far, we've hit this thing with radiant damage, force damage, fire damage, stuck it with an arrow, thrown a rock at it.
yeah. It's on its last legs as it goes over to Grohl's turn.
Like I said, poor little baby getting gagged up like that.
And yeah.
Taking an owlbear.
Watch this miss. Watch this fucking miss.
You can do it. You didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm
16.
swinging with the -5. I never actually said
he
that.
has reckless attack on.
Yeah. This. Yeah, I did not want to do that. That's on the actual like attack itself. That's weird.
Alright,
But,
so
16 hit?
Yeah, 16 will hit.
And then it would be
Okay.
8 damage.
Unless he raged.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. See, I didn't say any of that. I just wanted to swing it.
Yeah, it wasn't a rage. So, is
Yeah.
Great Weapon Master on?
No.
I think it was turned on and not turned off.
Actually, remind me, what does Great Weapon Master do again?
Minus to hit, extra damage.
minus
Oh,
5 to
okay.
hit, plus 10 to damage.
Okay, that's what the... Okay, alright.
I didn't bring up
Yeah.
rage for that.
Alright, yeah, 8 damage. as you cleave into the owl bear, and it kind of falls down a bit, lets out a whimpering roar. Anything else?
That's about it. I'm just gonna stand in front of that weapon, attack somebody. It will attack me.
All right. Second round. As right before Ace goes, as the start of this round, a second owl bear will come running in from the far side of the lake, and it goes to Ace's turn.
Okay. Want me to the slot? Well, more like beaks, but whatever.
More beaks. Ha.
Let's see. Yeah, I would have to get close. What's this thing?
That's a log. That's a tree trunk.
Navy
Fallen
SEALs
tree.
in there. And that is just enough to hit it. Twice. Bonus action. Glowy thing. And then a stone with an action. That's probably a miss.
You
Wait,
cast
wait,
rock.
Wait, which one are you attacking? This one?
Oh, I thought that one died.
Oh no, not
Nope. It's barely holding on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Archer on it.
yet. Well, what's the yeah, the archer. Yeah, now it's dead.
Wow, that archer is pretty good.
Alright, anything
That
else?
is a good roll. No, I don't have it.
Alright, Kai, you're up.
Okay. Move up here alongside a Growl. And Eldritch Blast. Agonizing Blast. That's going to be a... That's going to be a...
miss. Yeah, that will be a miss. It would have been agonizing if it hit, though.
Yeah, whole 2 points.
Oh, wait, 2 points. Mildly annoying. Like a
Yeah.
stub toe.
Wait, with agonizing blast,
Oh,
don't you
yeah.
add charisma to the damage?
Yeah, I need to check my macro on that, because that should be adding Charisma. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like,
Alright. That's it, Kai?
Yes. Yes.
Asha, your turn.
yeah, sorry, just gonna double check my, my measures.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Hello.
So, gonna move up to there. And then, yet again, hitting him with the good old-fashioned firebolt.
Alrighty.
One day I'll have another damaging cantrip.
You gotta diversify.
15.
A 15? Okay. That will hit. Just realized there's another one. Yes, there's a second owl there. It called for help as you attacked it. As you attacked the first one.
Yeah. 6 points of fire. We did start the fire.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turned.
Alright, and that ends my turn.
Alright, the owl bear will go. Ruler tool. See, I now want to click on turn order because I'm so used to the ruler tool icon being a circle.
Eventually, you will get used to it.
Yeah, then they'll change it again.
And then the cycle begins anew.
Those dirty bastards. Alright, yes, it's going to move over here, right in front of you guys. And it's going to swipe at Asha, because Asha was the last person to do damage to it.
Oh yeah! My 12 AC, let's go!
Oh, you didn't prep with mage armor.
Nope.
Well, here's a multi-attack.
Oh no.
Here's the... So which one comes first? The beak and then the claws. Alright, so here comes
Yeah.
the beak.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ on a cracker.
Uh,
for 7
Oh.
piercing.
okay.
And here comes the claw. For 18 slashing.
Medic!
I'm down.
Medic!
Oh.
I am down, and you said there's a third attack coming.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah,
it's
With
two
its
attacks,
beak and
it's
one of
equal.
its claws. Okay, but I am definitely
yeah,
down, because 18 plus 7 is more than 23. I know that. I just don't know how much.
It's
Okay.
25.
Thank you.
Alright, so I'm gonna need you to roll me a d20.
I will do that in just a moment. I'm just writing down negative HP. There we go.
Good
To be honest,
God
you guys
almighty,
both
that's a
negative
lot of damage from
HP.
like 2 shots.
Yeah, this is fun.
What we got?
4.
4. Okay. So that was a 4 on slashing damage.
Yes.
Hamstrung. Your speed on foot is reduced by 5 feet. You must make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw after using the dax action. If you fail the save, you fall prone.
Ow. Dexterity save, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll put that in the chat here so you can.
Yeah, and I will copy it.
Yeah. And that one will last for 10 days.
Okay. I will make a note of that.
Gonna be
That
walking
is
a little bit
definitely
longer.
not bad.
Oh yeah, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, could have lost a limb.
Yeah.
That isn't even the worst thing. Like,
I mean, as long as I have one arm, I can still cast spells.
Technically, you only need like one arm to be efficient. You ever seen Monty Python, the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
You can still fight, you just have a head.
It was just a flesh wound.
It is but a flesh wound. I mean, this now really depends if I succeed or fail death saves.
Yeah, alright, that's the Owlbear's turn. Benza, you're up. You have a
Okay.
man down.
Benza fucking she's going to like shoot this thing, and then the like string just like slides out of like her like hands, and she's going to dash forward and go to thrust at this guy, and as the map came out, it's not enough space. It's too far away, and so I like imagine that like she goes in for like this really deep, really like long like lunge with her like rapier at this thing, and it's just like so short, like it like wasn't even like close. And as she like looks up in horror, a bolt of silver light is going to come piercing out of her sword, and then more are going to follow. So
Okay.
let me I was not expecting to use this so fast because I was waiting for this specific scenario. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Yep.
13 will barely hit.
Can
11
I
will
use
miss.
inspiration for that second one?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And
Yep,
then
hit.
the third. Okay. So that should be 2 hits then.
Alright.
And that's going to be 14 damage.
Okie dokie.
As this like a bit of just like fireworks sort of like springs from her blade, and she gets like knocked back a little bit. And that's kind of my turn.
Alrighty. Next up would be Groll then.
Right, this time I will rage and do that actual called shot. That hit?
So you are using Great Weapon Master this time?
Yes.
That will
Which
miss.
here it is.
That would be an 11 that would miss.
Oh yeah, it would. Yeah. Never mind. Well, I'm raging now.
Bonus action rage. Alright. Then it goes to Ace.
Alright, I've got one more stone to throw in an archer, which is unlimited. But I will not use it because I will use this on Asher. Also, water affinity.
I have spared the die.
Oh!
Good. Let's see here. Yeah. Wait, I thought. Wait, didn't you have to hit a guy to do archer?
What?
Didn't
Nope.
you have to hit something first before you could do archer, or?
It's not like a bow. It's like a wait. Archer, when you activate this form and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack. So, yeah, I know.
Okay, so you're good. So you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Brain work. Brain go derp. Yes, 9 damage. All right. Anything else?
I did use healing word on Asha. That
Yeah, I
was
got that.
Probably will do more damage than
Yeah, hold on. I hate to say it, but I gotta be honest here. Those are
What was that?
Good thing you cut out.
What was that? Dante?
That's for hit point, hit dice. I'm up still.
We can't hear you, Dante.
Oh, oh, that's what he's saying. Yeah, they're both bonus actions.
Oh, wait, right.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what he's saying. All right. So, which one is it going to be?
Archer.
Archer instead? Okay. Sorry, Asha, you're still down.
Yeah. That's fine.
So
I will re-edit
and-
that.
Okay.
Blame them. I wanted to.
It's fine.
Okay.
Because if I, suddenly gas to life, just smack again, just outright killed from massive damage.
All right. Then we going
and,
on to.
and then you lose your legs.
No, just outright killed. If you take enough negative HP damage, you're just outright dead.
Yep.
Nothing you can do.
that's
You're
like-
just straight to death. No death saves.
Do not fast go. Do not collect $200.
See, I'm used to Pathfinder 1E, where it's you have negative HP equal to your con score. Good luck. Because you can die so quick. Actually, barbarians are the quickest to die once they hit 0 HP.
Yeah. That don't seem right.
It's because of how their temporary hit points from rage work.
Okay.
They go away because it's an increase to your constitution score, which goes away when you go unconscious. So those get subtracted from your already negative HP, outright killing you.
I have more health than Grohl.
Total.
All right. So, Let's.
You know, I'm not gonna argue with it right now. Yeah.
Hey.
Kai, you're up next.
Okay. Yeah, Kaya's going to reach over, lay his hand on her head, and say, "May the shadows protect you from eternity's light," and cast Spare the Dying. And since I don't really have any bonus actions, that's pretty much what I've got.
Okay. You are now stabilized, Asha.
Hey.
Yeah. And then we are going on to your turn. You're stabilized. The owlbear's turn. The owlbear is going to divert its attention. Kai, odds or evens?
Evens.
You win. Two owlbear attacks coming towards you. Here comes the
Here it
beak.
comes.
Does the 17 hit?
Hold on. Yes, a 17 does hit.
It's the big.
For 10 piercing?
I will take that.
And then here's the second attack
Here come the claws.
for 11 slashing.
Oh, yeah.
That's bad.
Reeling from this massive onslaught, Kai reaches out and
Hellish Rebuke.
yes.
Dex save on the owlbear. It passes. Meets it, it passes. Half damage or no damage?
Let me double check. I think it's save or suck.
Save.
Half damage. Half damage.
Okay. So half of 7, that would be 3. As after it slashes at you, you point at it and it just kind of bursts into a little bit of flame on its shoulder and just shakes it off. And then it'll go to Fenza. Your turn. The boys are in trouble.
Fuck. All right. Okay. So as the burst of flame goes, Okay. I have a plan. I'm going to bloodborne slide under this thing, right?
Roll me an acrobatics.
Okay. All right. Cool. Fuck it. Let's do this. All right.
If it was a halfling, he could just do that.
I mean, I have enough movement speed. I will say that. I have so much movement speed. I'm just trying to be cool here.
So, would you
Crunch.
be going around the attack of opportunity zone with the movement speed? Is what I ask you now.
Oh, what? I'm not. What?
Okay, so if you're trying to tumble underneath it, with that
Yeah.
10, it would strike at you. But if you just want to use your movement to go around it, outside the attack of opportunity zone.
I've never heard of tumbling. Fuck it. Let it attack me because it's cool. And that's actually an interesting little mechanic.
Okay. It will swipe at you and it misses.
Oh,
Okay. All right. And there goes its reaction as well.
Yes.
All right. Cool. And she's just going to say, Kai, get away. We'll handle this. And I'm going to go rapier.
That will hit.
For 10. And
As
then...
The owlbear seems to be reeling and ending up on its last legs.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So she's going to stab this thing. And then from her lower sort of position, she's going to reel back and just try and kick this blade in deeper. for, I believe that hit for 8 more damage.
And
Nice.
all right, and that will end up killing it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So she like rolls under it, right? Like parries its claw, right? And then like does the like Dark Souls like paused, you know? And then
Oh, very.
dashes back and just kicks it all the way in to the hills.
You know what? Sure, why not? Well,
Oh god, it fell on me, killing me outright.
Hang on, buddy. I got you.
Owlbears
Dead wizard noises.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Gurgle. Gurgle.
All right. I've got our friend. Grab the beaks so we can get the hell out of here.
Medic!
But,
Hey,
yeah.
it's the casters always getting fucked up. Where are you
Uh,
frontliners when we need you?
Look,
Behind you.
Look, let's be perfectly honest here. You are the ones who brought us here, who needed the beaks. This is something you just spent. You paid for your curse removal surgery in blood.
I'm just saying, on a scale from 1 to 24, my health is a 3.
Oh man.
You know
As long
what?
as you
Fine.
as long as it's 1, you're fine.
It's but a
Yeah.
flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound. Ash's entire lower left leg just completely mangled.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Fenza is gonna say, I don't know if 2 of us are in any sort of position to be moving. Let's check on her leg first. We might want to take a bit of a rest for a little bit. Maybe camp out here, tend to our wounds.
I mean, you're not far from the town, but if you want to take a short rest here, yes, you definitely could. For minimum 2 hours. Per
I
hit die.
think like even if it's like an hour, right, to like get back into town, or like 40 minutes, right? Like I think medical aid and shit is like more important right now.
I mean,
Especially
I'm stable. Just take the heads of the owlbears and
Yeah.
drag our
let's do
sorry
that.
asses back to town.
Take back the whole head so we don't risk destroying the beaks.
Yeah, and he sounds like he likes skulls, so
And if anything happens, we'll just stay at a distance.
as this is happening, then can I make 2 survival checks to try and get blood from these guys?
Sure. You can do it just one.
Okay.
You don't have to do it each.
Yeah.
You're able to. You don't get a good vein or artery or whatever they're called, but you get enough blood for a small vial.
Okay. All right.
A vial of owlbear blood.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. It'll be fine once you put some stew in you. All right, and then you guys are dragging back to town.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Going straight to the temple.
Yep.
All right. Wait,
I'm holding her, right?
Yeah, you're carrying Asha.
Sanctuary! Sanctuary! Oh.
You get back to the temple, and Shellstone's there, and he sees you enter. Who's walking in first?
You know what? I'm gonna walk in first. All beaten and bloodied, and dragging one of the heads with me, and dripping blood all over his nice clean floors.
Yeah, he'll love that.
All right, so you do, and he goes ahead and he looks at you and says, "So, looks like you ran into a bit of trouble."
Trouble? No. What would make you say that?
If I didn't know any better, I say you had a engaged encounter with an owlbear.
It was brisk and invigorating.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
Did you retrieve the items I asked?
And I slapped the owlbear head up on the altar,
And the other one.
right behind me.
Excellent.
Seems I've lost too much blood to carry them both.
That's fair. I do offer healing services if you would like.
Well, as the payment was 2 owlbear beaks, and we're providing you with entire heads, I was hoping that could be a wash, as my companion and I both are in desperate need of your service.
You know, I asked for beaks, and you bring me entire skulls, flesh and all.
Brains and all.
Can make some good stew out of them.
You know what? That does sound like a fine idea. Very well then. As a bonus, I shall offer some healing services to you as well. So, who's going first?
Ladies first.
Thank you.
So, Asha, as they lay your limp body on the fucking altar, you get back 7 HP.
I take it we won?
Oh yes.
More or less.
Yes. And songs will be sung and stories will be told of your bravery.
Good.
Next.
Good.
The owlbear landed on you.
Yeah. 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 My ribs are screaming at me. Thank you.
That means
And
they're healing.
8 HP for Kai.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. So yeah, so once she's healed and she, comes back to consciousness, Kai tries a couple of times to haul himself up to the altar unsuccessfully before slumping himself down on the floor in front of it. Just
Asher
do it,
flops off the altar.
just do it from here.
And he'll start examining the owlbear skull heads. Quite exquisite specimens. I'm impressed.
Well, we wouldn't want you to feel cheated by something subpar.
To be honest,
Oh,
we just
they're
found
not for
those.
me. What was that, Bushi?
I mean, it's not like we were going around looking for the bigger ones.
Well, adults are always better than cubs. They put up more of a fight.
We
Hey, we
noticed.
could have found cubs.
All right. And so with that, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. End it on a good note.
That is a good note.
Okay.